Hi guys, welcome back to the new James Bond show with Krazy Kajeevie, with no fears, limits or substitutes. The bad boy of James Bond is back, and welcome back to all my Kajeevies. If you aren't a Kajeevie and you're new to the channel and you want to be a Kajeevie, then smash that subscribe button and don't forget to ring the notification bell down there and you will get all notifications of the channel when I launch things here. Okay guys, what is this video about? This is a video with me saying who I believe is the absolute gold at the end of the rainbow who should direct Bond 26. I reckon this man, it is a man, it's not a woman. I've been teasing a few of you out there that this video has been coming, and it's coming now. And I believe that this man who's in the thumbnail, I'm not going to say his name yet, he should be the director of Bond 26. Now I'm going to go through his resume, then I'm going to build up, and then I'm going to explain who he is and why I believe he should be the director of Bond 26. But the reason I'm going to give you his resume first is because I think his resume speaks absolute volumes. And just reading through it, I think you'll get an idea of like, whoa, okay. Now, some of you who are real absolute Bond fanatics may guess who the man is. That's fine. More than anything, after I do this video, after you watch it, or even as you're listening to it now, write in the comment section below what you think about my idea here for this man. Okay, so guys, let's go through his CV. Now, I'm not going to say his name just yet, but I am going to say he is... Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to say anything about him until a bit later. It'll make more sense. Okay, so this is his credits. Now, he's also done a few acting gigs. He's mainly been a second unit director. He's also been a director of photography. And I'll go through all what these things are specifically and why they relate to this guy being the best choice to direct Bond 26. Okay, so... he has directed, so he's actually directed his own feature film before, Resident Evil Apocalypse in 2004. Now, don't go looking him up yet. Don't go looking that up. Just bear with me. Resident Evil Apocalypse 2004, Feathering the Wind, which I believe is a short film, the Land Rover Defender promotional video, and also the Land Rover Defender TV commercial as well. He's directed those outright. He's acted in a film called Dead Right, not right as in R-I-G-H-T, but W-R-I-T-E as in like writing, Dead Right, 2007. He acted in that. Resident Evil Apocalypse, he had a bit of a cameo role in that. He was in Inspector Gadget back in 1995 in a small role in that. He was the cinematographer for Ridley Scott's feature film. So this guy has done it all. He's directed, he's acted, he's been a director of photography. So the main man in charge of all the lighting and the camera work on Ridley Scott's Body of Lies film. As well as Tina Gets Her Man, which was a short film from 1998. And the feature film Night of Destiny from 1982. So you can see this guy's not a spring chicken, but I'm going to get to his age and everything in a moment. But he's been around in the industry for such a long time, and he's worked with who are classed as the best directors and the most experienced directors on earth. And all these top directors go to this man. They go to him to direct their second unit. He's just so good. That's why they go to him. Okay, so second unit director. These are just some of the films. His resume is so extensive that I haven't included all his films, but this is just some of them. So some of you now are going to go, oh, okay, I kind of get who this is. The real Bond aficionados will get it. So second unit director of No Time to Die, Jungle Cruise, the big multi-million-dollar Hollywood film, Bird Box, Avengers Infinity War. Yes, Avengers Infinity War. He was a second unit director on. So basically he's handling all the action, the stuff directly where the director or directors in the case of the Avenger films, because there was two directors directing on that film, on the latest Avenger films. So he's taking care of all the action and all the kind of more than non-acting kind of stuff. So he's got a real stronghold there of all the technical stuff, which again I'll get into more later. So, second unit director on Spectre, Skyfall, Safe House, not my short film Safe House, but the feature film Safe House with Denzel Washington. X-Men First Class, The Town. The Town was directed by Ben Affleck, and if you haven't seen The Town, guys, it is brilliant. I'm pretty sure from memory Jeremy Renner's in it as well. Prince of Persia, the big feature film Prince of Persia. Also Robin Hood, American Gangster, so working with Ridley Scott there again. Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. Massive, massive Hollywood film here. The Italian Job, Triple X, The Bourne Identity, Black Hawk Down, Twister, Money Train, Speed. That is just to name a few where he's been the second unit director on. So what have we established about this man? He's acted. He's been directed as an actor. He's done cinematography. He's directed, like I said before, and he's second unit director on some of the biggest films ever made. Who is this man? This man is Alexander Witt. Alexander Witt, the 69-year-old film veteran who has done all these incredible things. He's worked with the best directors in the world, like I said. He's worked with Jan de Bont. Who was the director of Twister. He's worked with Ridley Scott. Many times with Ridley Scott here. He's worked with Kerry Jo Fukunaga, Sam Mendes, Martin Campbell, and just so many films he's worked on. Ben Affleck as well, he's worked with him. So why do I go through all that? This just shows what Alexander Witt can do, what he has done, and this is a really important part, guys. This, by hiring Alexander Witt to direct Bond 26, what do we do here? More than likely, we slash the fee. We don't go and give $4 or $5 million fee to a Sam Mendes or a massive fee to Christopher Nolan, right? We don't have to get an artsy-fartsy auteur director who's going to bring that pressure and direct a Christopher Nolan film or a Sam Mendes film. What I believe we need, and this is how I would be looking at it, if Mickey G. Wilson ends up producing the next Bond film, my gut instinct is he won't. I'd love him to, of course, but I don't think he'll be producing the next Bond film. But what I believe, Barbara Broccoli, and more than likely, I think it's Greg and David, the sons of Michael G. Wilson, will be stepping on, I believe, probably to produce or maybe executive produce the next Bond films. I believe they need to bring in more a paid director, not a director who's going to direct their film, but a director who's going to direct a James Bond film with the James Bond tropes, the James Bond style. Now, he's got the experience, and what happens here when you hire a director that not only has experience directing, that has incredible experience as a cinematographer, so second unit cinematographer, second unit director, he knows how to film action. That saves a lot of time. But not only does he know how to direct action, he knows how to cut scenes together. So he knows that, okay, the director, like say when he's working with Fukunaga, okay, the director is going to have a transitional shot here, and then we're going to cut into the action here. And by being directed, and also by being around these great directors, he has seen how to direct actors for many, many years by these top directors. So he's got that experience. But what he doesn't come with, the baggage he doesn't come with, even though he has directed a few short films and the feature film, the one I said before, the Apocalypse one? Well, it doesn't matter, but yeah, the film he directed, Underworld or whatever it was, one of those films, I haven't seen it. I did go in and research for this, and I did go in and I had a look at the trailer for that film that he directed, and it's competent. And you can just see, even in the trailer and some short scenes I've seen, you can see that he's very competent of where to place his camera, angles. Okay, this character's in a bad mood, it's a serious moment, so he's going to go for a low angle. This character's trying to dominate this character, so he raises the camera and he's on a higher angle here. He gets all that, he knows that. So he's got everything that we need for a successful James Bond film, minus the auteur kind of baggage where he has to come in and do his film. Like, it's not going to be like an Alexander Witt film, like a Chris Nolan would do, etc. So because he can direct action, he's going to keep the costs down by knowing exactly where to place his cameras and how to direct the crew he's got to move them fast, to set up the lighting, to set up everything. He will be fine. And this is why I believe, now he's 69 years old, but it doesn't matter. This is why I believe he is perfect to direct. And this also brings on a tradition of, if you have a look at editor Peter Hunt, Peter Hunt was second unit director on You Only Live Twice, and then he went ahead and became the head director on Her Majesty's Secret Service, of course. Then you've got famously John Glenn, who was also an editor, then went into second unit directing, so he did second unit directing work on Her Majesty's Secret Service for Peter Hunt. John Glenn also did second unit directing for Lewis Gilbert on both Spy Who Loved Me and I believe Moonraker as well. And then, of course, he got the gig to direct For Your Eyes Only, and he directed 5 of the most successful James Bond films, and all the James Bond films through the 80s, and some fantastic films. So I believe that we should go back to that, go back to the traditions of James Bond, and have a second unit director who's got a lot of talent, a lot of experience, go for an older director and just let him direct, because he understands James Bond and he understands film. Now, he's 69. Well, people are still calling for Martin Campbell to come back. Martin Campbell's like 77 and he's just directed a new film with Michael Keaton and I think Susie Q, some big action film. Ridley Scott is still directing. Clint Eastwood is like 90 and he's still directing. So Alexander Witt at 69, bring it on. If you have a look at him, he's healthy, he looks very young. Now, he was born in Chile, so he's actually a Chilean-based filmmaker, but of course he's worked all around the world. And I just think it's ready. I think he's ready to direct. I mean, he's over ready. He's so overqualified, it's not funny. But I believe he's a perfect match when you look at keeping the budget low, keeping his director's fee low, giving us explosive action. Now, a lot of people, the main things people are going on about with No Time to Die, and I'm 2 sleeps away from seeing it Thursday morning, the main thing they're going on about is the pre-title sequence, Chase. Who directed that? Guess who directed the bulk of that? The bulk of that was directed by Alexander Witt. He also did the major action scenes in Casino Royale. He did the major action scenes in Skyfall. And the one film he wasn't second unit director on for Bond, the only one, was Quantum of Solace. So he is absolutely ready. He is ready. I would love to know, guys, what you think of this. Please have a listen, really take in my comments and thoughts. And let me know in the comments below what you think of this. Is this where the James Bond franchise needs to go back to? Bring back the traditions. Let a second unit director come in and direct because they have a great understanding of the franchise. And think about all the money and the millions of bucks. Seriously, it will save in timing, experience, preparation, setting up shots, and just his visual ideas. And one thing I want to say is, I believe with all the experience he has had, he's perfect to direct actors. He has seen actors from the 1980s onwards directed by such incredible filmmakers, and he's been right there in the trenches with it all. So I say Alexander Witt is the guy that Eon should go to. And I hope Barbara Broccoli watches this. Guys, thanks for joining me again here at the new James Bond show with Krazy Kajeevie. Don't forget, I will be doing pretty much an instant reaction view to No Time to Die once I see it Thursday morning. I've also secured a big, wonderful No Time to Die standee and poster, which has been promised to me from a cinema, and I am in talks now, hopefully to do some promotional stuff. Can't name the cinema chain yet, but I was contacted by their marketing department this afternoon to come and do some interviews for them and promote their cinema chain and show my James Bond collection as Australia's biggest James Bond fan. Now, if you haven't joined, guys, my Facebook page, Australia's biggest James Bond fan, be sure to go there and send in a request and I'll add you there as well. And don't forget James Bond Collectors page as well. Till next time, guys. See you later. Thanks for joining us. What do I say at the end of this? That's it. Keep on bonding and say hi to your mum for me.